Today on Santa Monica Update.
Join us in honoring the uplifting message of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at an interfaith celebration of commitment, renewal, and community recognition. Stay tuned.
Think that anything goes when it comes to the black bin? Not so. I'll tell you why.
These stories and more coming up. I'm Gail Choice.
Santa Monica Update, your source for local news in Santa Monica.
Welcome to Santa Monica Update. The big story in this show, some warning flags for tourism. But a diversified economy will help Santa Monica weather the nation's stormy financial times. The city's economic matters were discussed at the State of the City address sponsored by the Santa Monica Chamber of Commerce. Nearly 300 business owners, civic leaders, and residents attended the event. City Manager Lamont Ewell noted that even though sales tax revenues have declined in the past few quarters, Santa Monica is fortunate because it has a diversified tax base. While this will not completely spare us from the effects of increasing inflationary impacts, it will prevent us from experiencing the same levels of pain that other communities are beginning to feel. As for tourism, trends are changing. Spending by domestic tourists outpaced that of their international counterparts last year.
Why is that important for this community? Internationals tend to spend more money, quite frankly. They stay longer in our hotels overnight, and they tend to use public transportation or to walk. That is the type of formula that is good for the infrastructure of our small community.
The keynote address came from California Senator Dianne Feinstein, and while she talked about national issues, she also praised Santa Monica for taking the lead on environmental issues.
You have solar projects, green buildings, you have recycled water, now 35% of your use, you have low carbon buses, and I hope that legislation that I've just put forward will allow the red line to be extended so that there will be more public transportation coming in to Santa Monica.
Santa Monica Mayor Herb Katz pointed out that even though the national economy is precarious, we live in a vibrant city that is diverse, and with any kind of cooperation, we should be able to weather the storm very easily. It's been 40 years since the death of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but his message of peace and equality is as important as ever. To honor that message, the West Side Coalition presented the 23rd Annual Interfaith Celebration Program. Our reporter Ned Rolsma was there.
Martin Luther King called for peaceful change, for a moral revolution, for a change of attitude, for the renunciation of all forms of violence.
Every year, the West Side Coalition presents this celebration to remind the community of Dr. King's mission and to encourage everyone to continue his work.
The changes that have occurred in the last 40 years have been enormous. But of course, the job is not done yet. All over the world, oppression persists, prejudice persists, and so we have a long way to go.
Another common theme of the celebration was patience and understanding of the work ahead.
And I think that we all need to be a witness, not only to Dr. King, but to one another, that we will keep this fight going. It is still a fight. It is not over, friends. It is not over. I have to say that to you. I will keep struggling. And I expect all of us here to do the same, because we've got a long fight ahead of us.
With all of this fighting going on, it's easy to get overwhelmed. Reverend William H. Knight emphasized taking small steps to making change. And then,
you've done all you can. You just stay.
And when you were talking about stand and when you were emoting about it, I felt that you were saying all that I've been through, all that we've been through, all the pain and all the injustices, we have to stand. And that's what Martin Luther King was saying. We have to stand. We must stand.
The message of today's celebration was one of hope and encouragement. Every day that passes brings positive change and new roads to peace, but we must continue to work together to break down the barriers of prejudice. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. For Santa Monica Update, I'm Ned Rolsma.
You can't help but be moved by the powerful words and music of the King Day celebrations. To get a closer look at Dr. King's life and teachings, there's plenty to find at the Santa Monica Public Library or online at smpl.org. If you're heading downtown, there's a lot of street work going on now, which will continue for the next year or so. A replacement for an aging downtown sewer is being put in on Colorado Avenue that will have traffic tied up for several months. The California Incline is due to be closed for almost a year beginning in the fall. During that time, you'll have to find another way to get down to the Pacific Coast Highway. The Civic Auditorium will be closed for a month in the summer for an electrical upgrade to allow it to handle modern shows. And sidewalk repairs will be going on around town till the middle of the year. So, plan your trips to stay clear of these construction projects. Surfing instruction may be about to come under regulation on the Santa Monica beaches. The City Council has taken first reading of an ordinance designed to promote harmony on the beach and make the waves safer for swimmers and surfers. Some activity by surf camps last summer caused concern on the part of the council. The result is a new ordinance that will require surfing teachers to pass a criminal background check, know CPR, and first aid. Larger surf schools may have to have instructors with lifeguard training. In addition, surf instructors will have to pay a percentage of gross receipts to the city as other beach concessions do. Over the past few months, we've aired stories on the city's trash collection program, and we've gotten a better idea which refuge belongs in which container. The black bin seems to get all the items when we're not sure where they go. But as reporter Heather Armstrong says, anything not recyclable goes into the black bin. And here's how she explains it.
Over the last few weeks, I showed you which items go in the blue and the green bin. Now we're going to talk about the black bin. And if the whole process is done correctly, approximately 90% of the items you discard should be recycled. And the other 10% should end up in the black bin.
The black bin should be used for everything that cannot go into the recycle bin. It should be the container of last choice, shall we say.
The black bin is just basically for trash only, not hazardous waste, metal, old sprinkler pipes, stuff like that. Just pretty much just basic garbage.
Basic garbage is anything that cannot be recycled. A pizza box is made out of paper, but if it's greasy, it goes into the black bin.
People need to remember there are certain items that can't go in the container. Fluorescent tubes, compact fluorescent lights, insecticides, herbicides, household batteries should be all taken to the household hazardous waste facility.
And if you're using the new CFLs, an energy-efficient light bulb, it must be recycled. If not, your good intentions will be bad for the environment.
One, we're running out of space in the landfill. Number two, a lot of that stuff can be used over and over again. Not here in the United States, but other countries as well. You know, a lot of countries don't have those type of materials available, so they buy it from us, and they use it to build vehicles or plastics or manufacture different items out of it.
The amount of materials going in the trash should shrink. I mean, with everything going into either the blue recycle container or the green container we provide. and it should be next to nothing, actually. We're able to recycle pretty much everything.
If you take the time to sort your trash and place it in the proper bin, you reduce the amount of trash that ends up at the landfill. And this is both great for the environment and great for you because it reduces the price of your monthly trash bill. For Santa Monica Update, I'm Heather Armstrong.
In an effort to keep the amount of trash in the black bin down to 10%, the Solid Waste Department will provide additional blue or green recycling bins to customers who request them. For more information or a collection schedule, contact Solid Waste at 310-458-2223 or send them an email at solid.waste@smgov.net. There's a new city publication online, and it's chock full of information to help you promote your own brand of sustainable living. It's the Sustainable Santa Monica newsletter, and you need to sign up for it to receive it. The newsletter is packed with info on sustainable happenings in Santa Monica, like the Waste to Energy Demo project in partnership with the EPA, green living workshops where neighbors meet to learn about sustainability, and the city's landscape grants to increase water efficiency. But to get it, you have to sign up. Go to smepd.org, click on Sustainable Santa Monica, and you'll see the newsletter link on the page that comes up. Click that link, fill in the information, and you'll get a nice reply letting you know you've been added to the list. It's a great way to keep your home and your city healthy and going green. What's up with the city's Creative Capital Program? You're going to want to hear more about this coming up.
Active living keeps Santa Monica on the move. Biking, skating, swimming, sports. Active living keeps Santa Monica healthy and fit. Jog instead of drive. Roll instead of ride. Live an active lifestyle. For a list of classes, programs, parks, and more ideas to keep you active, visit activeliving.smgov.net.
Where can you find cutting-edge art from around the world and around the corner, right here in Santa Monica?
18th Street Art Center.
Internationally known.
Locally shown.
www.18thstreet.org.
Welcome back to Santa Monica Update. A recent survey showed that 89% of Santa Monicans believe that arts and culture make the city a better place to raise their children. So the city may be about to help artists spread the word, their art, and their techniques of artistry into the community. One of the ways they may do it is by offering some nice-sized grants. $7,000 to lifetime artist innovators and $5,000 to cutting-edge recent artist innovators. For more information on Creative Capital, go to smgov.net/Creative Santa Monica. American Cinematheque, what's that? It's an independent, nonprofit cultural organization dedicated to the moving image. It's an ongoing program at the Arrow, a restored theater from the 40s. There you can see some of the best feature films ever made, and the films change all the time, like 3 or 4 times a week. Admission is only $10. To find out what's playing now, call 310-260-1528 or visit the website at americancinematheque.com. Well, that's it for this edition of Santa Monica Update. I'm Gail Choice. For all of us at CityTV, thank you for watching.